Hello, I'm Paul Donovan, Chief Economist at UBS Global Wealth Management. And this video is looking at how changing wealth ownership is likely to impact the real economy. At UBS, our modelling suggests that over the next 20 years, over $80 trillion of wealth will change hands. To put that in context, that is almost 3 times the size of the entire US government bond market. The change in wealth comes at a time when many governments around the world have high debt and high deficits. It seems unrealistic to suppose that governments will just sit idly by as this wealth moves around. We would expect governments to attempt to mobilize that wealth to help fund their debt. But in doing so, that denies private sector investment access to some of the funds. One characteristic of the changing wealth ownership is that over the course of the next 20 years, we are expecting women to control a majority of the world's wealth. Women invest differently from men on average. Women tend to be much less emotional as investors. They do more research, and when they do invest, they tend to stick to the investments over the longer term. That means that longer term, more complicated real-world investment projects may experience a lower cost of capital in the future, with women being the new owners of wealth. Women and younger investors, Generation X and older millennials, also tend to be more interested in sustainability and green investments. As a result, the cost of capital for sustainability investing may well come down over the course of the next 20 years with the new generation of wealth owners. So as global wealth starts to change hands, we are going to see shifting costs of capital in the private sector, which will have real-world economic implications. Thanks very much for watching.